Hello, my crafty friends. It's Jellybean. And today I want to come and show y'all a couple kits that I've put together. I've been meaning to show them, but it takes a long time to go through and show y'all everything in my kits. Y'all know I put a lot in the kits. I put a lot of time in the kits, so I do want to show you everything. And I've got two of them here. I've got a blue, mostly blue theme with this one, and this one is more of a coral, orangey, peach, and blue. And what inspired me was the Graphic 45 by the Sea collection. I had like one sheet of each of the pages out of the collection. So what I did is I cut it in half and I made 6x6s to include in each one of the kits, and I kept this part and gave y'all the other half. So this is what inspired the collections. This and the little suitcases. I didn't show the back of that one. Because I just thought these went very well with this collection. This one is all blue with gold, and it says "You, Me, and the Sea." And this one has the peachy coral color that says "Sandy Toes and Sun-Kissed Nose," and it's got the coral and the seashells and stuff. And this one's just got the like the starfish in the gold, and it's got the gold all around. But I'm gonna show you that. And I'm going to show you the blue one first, and then I'll come back and show you. They're basically the same. It's just this one has some elements that are the corally peach and peach colors, and then this one has just different shades of blue. So I'm going to show you the blue one first. And these take quite a while to go through and show y'all everything, so I thought it would be better to do a video anyway. These two are going to be for sale, and I'll explain how we're going to do all the things here in a minute. But first of all, I'm going to show you what all comes in the kit. First of all, you're going to get eyelash trim, and there are 3 yards of each color. And you got a dark blue, a light blue, a white, a gold, and then a variegated light and dark blue down here. In the paper pack, I've got various things, and this is where the Graphic 45 papers are as well. Let me go ahead and show you those. I pretty much showed you those with the exception of the journaling cards. A smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. Make a wish on a starfish, and that's got the little girls there playing in the sand. Postcard, anchors away. It's got the lighthouse by the sea and the stamps with the fish and stuff. And these are the papers that I just showed you. I've just cut them down to 6x6s, so you get one of each of the papers in the collection. That kind of reminds me of ticking. And then there's that coral peach colors. Got the octopus and the seashells and a plaid. But that is the collection papers that you're going to get. And you're also going to get, I've got some tickets in here. This one has light blue, dark blue, and white. I believe both of them do because I didn't have peach tickets. Got a little clip on it with a starfish. You get a couple guest checks. I had this, it says "Make each day your masterpiece," and it matched with the collection, so I put that in there. Got a couple pieces of, oh my goodness, ledger paper. Mine went blank there for a minute. And these are some dyed papers that I got from Deborah, and this was one of the colors that matched pretty well. It's like a deep, deep peachy coral color. And then this is like a sea blue-green, and then there's a blue. And these are from a Sears catalog. It's got the fishing hooks and the lures and the rods and reels that kind of gave, you know, a beach theme. This is some peachy coral colored notebook paper that I had that come off a legal pad that you get 2 sheets of. And then this is a corrugated paper that's got the different shades of blue, and it's also got that coral color in it as well. So all of that, and let me kind of put it back together as I go so I can keep up with it. So we have that. And this little bag here, this has got some flat back pearls that are adhesive. There's a little tag that's adhesive, plus it's got the grommet at the top. And there's a couple mermaid paper clips. Anything that had to do with the sea or beach or like vacation type deal, I tried to include in. And this is everything you need for a junk journal. I don't think there's anything else you'll need if you have this kit. I also put in a little drawstring bag, and inside of here I made a shaker mix using the peach and coral and blue, different shades of blue and coral. It looks really good with this collection, y'all. I thought it looked really good, and there's some little seashell sequins in there. There's some little flower sequins in there. There's some confetti looking sequins, but you get a sequins mix as well. And there's some little tiny, these are the jewelry tags. There's 5 of those in there. I put those in there. And I'm gonna have to repack everything. So, also you're gonna get this drawstring bag, and this is more of a canvas burlap type bag. And I've got some wallpaper borders in here that I thought went with it really well. This one's got the lighthouse and the, like, by the lake, you know, the sailboats in the background with the lake and everything. And I cut like one whole scene out, so it's about 25 inches wide, so that would make a really pretty journal cover. And when you make the journal cover out of the wallpaper, it's got that like protective coating on it so it doesn't get messed up. Here's another lake theme, lake scene with the sailboats and the cabin by the lake with the pier and everything. I thought this was real pretty as well. And this one is also, well, this one's 22 inches wide. I put one whole scene per strip on there. And this one is a little over 7 inches this way as far as height. And this one is a little over 10 inches this way in height. So you get both of those, and that's exactly the same in both kits. Also, I have this pack of different paper and sticker and elements and everything. First of all, you're going to get the wood mermaid tail tag. And this is pretty good size. It's a little over 7 inches this way. You're also going to get, I was thinking treasure chest at the beach or the sea or whatever, and I was thinking keys and locks. So each person gets, each kit has the key and lock, and these are the dimensional puffy stickers that are metallic looking. They're really cool. I also have some cards in here, and this one has the sailboats. This one's like a watercolor. It's actually got a signature there. And let me see if it tells who. It's by Lake and Boats, from an original mouth painted by M. Greg, published by the Association of Handicapped Artists. Oh, this is the one where the artists paint with their mouth. But that's a real pretty scene there. This is for a special friend, and it says, for someone too nice to forget on a very special day, happy birthday. And it's got the lighthouse on it with the sailboats and the lake in the background. And illustrated by Denise Patchell Olson, Red Farm Studio. 2003. There's a date. That one didn't have a date. But you know, you can always cut off the top and just use the top. You don't have to use the whole card. And then this one had some pretty flowers that went well. It's got the starfish and the seashells in here, so I thought that one went with it. Shells and Bursts, Red Farm Studio, Pawtucket, Rhode Island. The tides of fortune rise and fall. True friendship carries on through all. Though we may change from year to year, real friendship stays forever dear. I thought that was pretty. And again, you can cut off the top and just use that part. I have this. I thought these envelopes were really cool. They're budget tracker envelopes, but they come in different colors, so I put a blue one in here. And inside this envelope has some die cuts in it that come from a set. And what I did is I took the set and I divided it among both kits. They're blues, and it's got the glitter on it. I don't know. Yeah, you can definitely see the glitter on these, can't you? You got the mermaid on the hook on this one. You got a shell, a clam shell, a whale, another little fish, a compass, a sailboat, a lighthouse, some coral, and an anchor. That was the ones, and I tried to make them kind of even, so they all got, you know, the same amount of each size. So that comes in there. I have this, this is a bank envelope, and I use all the envelopes and everything to put everything in, but that's for you to also use in the journals. All the envelopes and the little glassine bags and stuff. This envelope has some tags in it in white and blue, and those are just kind of cool to have. And it's also got some fun picks in it that you can use. I use picks in just about all my little books and notepads and everything, sticking them in between the pages to let the colors stick out, just to give it something fun in there. So we have that. This is the second time I've made this video. I had to pack everything up and start over because halfway through my phone died. So I keep watching my phone to make sure. I got it plugged up to make sure though, but I worry about it dying. Okay. Also, I have this pack and it's got journaling cards. This was from one of the Project Life sets with the journaling cards and the little die cuts. And it kind of went with it. It's got that pretty coral color in it. And these are the two large journaling cards in this one. This one has Noted and So Loved, and it's the coral colors with the blues. And then you get, that's two in there, and then you get three of the smaller ones that are in those colors, and they're just blank on the back. And then I divided up the die cuts again. This one's Lucky You, Oh So Lovely Flag, word cards So Lovely. There's a little gold heart and a gold arrow. Try to get it right here. A gold anchor. And this is another little flag that says remember that one time. And then you got a gold heart with the little hole in it for the key. So, and the other kit has the same amount. They're just a little bit different. Same colors and everything, and the same amount. It's just they're a little bit different because I divided it up, and there wasn't two of each one. So that's in there. You're also going to get this triple fold card base. This is some really thick, really nice card stock. But it's a triple fold. Now, if you only wanted a double fold card, you could cut one off. You can cut it all three and use it in your journal. This really makes nice die cuts. And what I do with them is I take and I cut off one and I use this one to make little side pockets. And I make little pockets out of them. And see, I've got the little gusseted side here. That's what I use with the one I cut off. And I make the little pockets, and I use the edge punch there. But inside this pocket, I have more goodies, and there are some shell. These are stickers, but they're very, very dimensional. These are almost like resin. They're real thick, real pretty, and it's got that coral color in the starfish. The shells are a beige color they go. The purple didn't necessarily go, but that would give a nice contrast on some of the blue. I also put a couple extra glassine bags in here, so you got the little glassine bags. And this is an acetate piece. K & Company had a pack of acetate, and they're stickers. I guess they made them to go over pictures or something, but you can peel the back off and use it, or you can use it like this, and it's got the blue and green in there. I thought that was kind of cool to put in there. This is a vintage recipe card. I had a little pack of those. Some vintage while you were out pages. And this was from a vintage little scribble pad that was in my grandmother's stuff. It says Kitchen Scribbles, but it's yellowed, but I thought it was cute, and I put some of those sheets in there. This is a little pack that's got a little fancy library card in it in blue, and I've put some little goodies inside of it. There are a few playing cards that are sea-themed or something like that. This one's got a little sailor on it. This one has the compass with the scenery and the mountains and everything. And on this side has a fish, and it's got the blue and the peachy colors in it. This is an acetate card that has blue circles on it. That's an actual playing card. I thought that was real neat. If you're sending washi tape or putting washi tape in your journal for later, that's good to use for that. So you have the cards. There's also a slide in here, and there's also some like plate cards and a watercolor tag. All these things just to use in your junk journal and put all together and make it. And there's several different things in here you could use for the cover of your journal. You know, you've got the different papers, you've got the wallpaper, and I'm going to show you some fabric here in a minute that comes with the kit. And let me try to put this back in here. So you get all that in the pocket. Let me put this back, so I try to keep the vintage stuff where it won't get messed up. So let me stick that back in there. Plus, I don't want my little glassine bags and stuff to get lost. It's going to still take a while to get everything put back together at the end. And I didn't decorate this or anything because this is a kit for you to make stuff with. So I wanted it to be where you could decorate it. Inside, this is a glassine envelope. And inside of here has... oh, I forgot to show one thing. All right, no, I haven't got to it yet. Okay. This is a bunch of adhesive back bling. You've got the sheet of adhesive bling in blue. These are some Memdex cards. There was a pack of Heidi Swap Memdex cards I had, and I thought it would be nice for those who don't have the dies or whatever, that you have your base here so you can decorate and make Memdex. Here's some flatback pearls and silver rhinestones. There are these two blue adhesive strips, and then this is like a pearl with a silver lining. And this stuff's really neat. This is kind of like a plastic, but you can die cut it, and look how sparkly that is. And it's a blue-green color, but it is so neat. It's got adhesive on the back. You can peel it off, but it's like a plastic. But I love the way it sparkles. It is just so neat. But you get all of that in the glassine envelope. And I just put a little strip of washi on it to close it, so you can reuse it. And let me get these back in here. I apologize for all the crinkling, but I kind of like the sound of glassing and stuff like that. I think it's neat. I love the texture. Okay, next, I've got a couple fry bags. These are the paper, like vellum, not vellum, but paper fry bags, almost like wax paper. And so you get 2 of those, but I used them to put some of this stuff in. And there's some glassine bags in here, and you get 3 or 4 in each one. There's some colored index cards. There's blue, and there's a couple dyed ones in here that I got from Deborah that I thought matched the collection. They're kind of a peachy brownish color. And then there's some of these cards here in a coral color that have a little lip thing at the top, so you can use it. You could decorate this and put it on a page like that, or you could use it as a marker and decorate the top and put it like this. So there's 2 different ways you can use those. I thought those were neat. I put a couple of those in there. So you got the like the denim blue color, and you got like a greenish blue, 2 of those, and then there's a coral color, a peachy coral color. There's a couple notepads I had that had boats on it and lake scenes. This one's got a couple little boats. It says just a note. And then this one's got, looks like a beach with a deserted boat. That one says just a note. And then this one has the sailboats with the lake at the bottom. So I put those in there so you can use those in your journal. And I have this little envelope here, this little manila envelope. And inside here I have washi tape. Now the washi tape kind of matches with what's on the suitcase. I thought matched pretty good. And I put some peach in here, even though the other kit is more peach. Since there is some peach and coral colors in there, I went ahead and I put a few things in here with the peachy colors. It's not as much as the other one, but it does have some. In here, I have a blue napkin and a bunch of doilies. You get a bunch of doilies in here. There's the blue napkin that goes really well with the suitcase. You get some white doilies. There's like 3 of each one of these. And these are like 5-inch. And then you get the 4-inch. There's an applique in here. There are some gold doilies. And there's 3 of these. That's like a 3.5-inch, I think. This is a 4-inch light blue doily. And then you get some of the little 2.5 or 3-inch. It's like 2 3/4 of. I put black in there because there is a little bit of black in there. And then I have these little tiny white doilies. I put a couple of those in there. So in the other fry bag comes the napkins and the doilies. And we'll put those in there. Okay, so that's everything. Nope, not everything outside of the suitcase. Hang on. Still have a little bit more to show you. Let me put this over here. You also, outside of the suitcase, you're going to get this little suitcase. I have a thing for suitcases, can you tell? And on the ones I used before, I stamped the tags, but these I left blank because, again, these are for you to use in your swaps and your journals and stuff. And, you know, if you wanted to, you could lay this flat in your journal and, you know, or if you're doing a swap, you can use it for your little swap thing. It's like a matchbox. And, excuse me, in this, I have folded up, I've put some metal stuff. And there's another container in there that's got some similar stuff in there, but I couldn't fit it all in there, so I had to make a separate container. Plus, I had some breakable things. These are a couple of little charms. There is a hole drilled in it. I've got some of the little trays and little tiny. These are metal pieces that are supposed to be like rings, but these are the flat part before they curl them up and make a ring out of them. There's another tray. Here's a silver tray that's bigger. Here's another flat piece that's for the ring. And see, I like to take and like put these on a page or the edge of a page and put the flower or something right there where you would put the ring piece. So we got those, And I put some bales in here so you could have those if you wanted to make little charms or whatever. There's 2 in here in a copper, which looks kind of like the peachy colors, with a sun on it. There's 2 with the sun, and there's 2 with a diamond shape. So there's 4 bales. And then you get these really neat bobby pins with this filigree piece on it that you can put a flower, and then you can use it to hold your page shut, or, you know, use as a bookmark, however you want to do it. These are really cool to use in your journals, and you can glue whatever you want on here. Also in here, I put some little glass pieces. Now, wouldn't it be pretty to put a little dried flower on there and then glue the glass piece on top and have it for your bookmark? Wouldn't that be pretty? So you got 2 little round glass pieces, and I put a square one in there. You could use the square one, or you could use it on a page with a flower or a little picture behind it, just on a page by itself, because that's super thin. So you got some of those, and the round ones are domed. And also, I had done a sea theme swap and made a gift with a sea theme. And I had got this sea glass, and I thought it was pretty, and it matched. So I put 3 pieces of the sea glass, about the same sizes in each one. And I also made some clay pieces. I have a mold that has shells and stuff, so I made some clay pieces, and I put some in here. Each one has the same amount, but some of them have the same shapes, and a few of them are a little bit different. I think the other one has an anchor, where this one has a starfish. So you get some clay pieces that I made, and I got those. That's one of the main reasons I used this little box, so I could put the clay pieces in here and secure them where they wouldn't get broken. There's a seahorse and a fish, starfish, and 3 shells. And I'm going to put these back in here so these don't get lost. Because it's, oh, not the glass yet. It's real easy to lose all these little tiny pieces, and I don't want to lose any. I want to make sure everybody gets everything in their kit. So there's that, and then the glass goes on top, and then the starfish. So anyway, that's what's in the little suitcase. And both of these are exactly the same in both kits, except for the clay pieces. There's a few pieces of the clay that are a little bit different. So that's the different part. Now I'm going to push this over a little bit so I can show you what's inside the actual suitcase. In here is your fabric and laces and trims, and it is bulging full. So now when I think of sea and beach and all that, I think of a message in a bottle. So I thought this little champagne bottle was really cute, so I put it in here, and it has got all kinds of buttons. Let me see if I can get a light over here so we can see what all's in here. There's buttons and beads, and there's some anchor charms in here. There are shell sequins. There are, that's like a fleur-de-lis charm. There's little paper clips. There's some big beads. There's some of those Turkish eye beads in here. There's brads. There's, colored, bobby pins. And if you notice this flat back fabric colored button, you could actually glue to the bobby pin and use that as like a little bookmark. There's some different shaped sequins, and the real dark cobalt blue little beads in there are actually Swarovski crystals that are real sparkly. So all kinds of goodies inside of there. I'd prefer not to open it. There's a couple cabochons in here that are the peachy color and the blue. See if I can Yeah, there's a cabochon thing there. I can't get it to turn around to show you the front of it, but it's in there. But anyway, you get the little message in a bottle. You take all this out and put your little note in there. It opens from the bottom, so you can put whatever you want in there. Oh, now you can see the top of the cabochon. Look at there. It's got a little design on it. But anyway, all of that. And I've got some flowers in there, of course. Now, this one has the different shades of blue flowers, 6 of those. And inside these little clamshells, I have different things for you. This one has some rolled roses in different shapes, sizes, and colors. And I had 2. Now, I put these in here so they would be protected, but I had 2 for each kit of these little cobalt blue bottles, and these are glass. They have a little cork in the top, and they are awesome. I love these. I'm losing my flowers down here. One is round and one is square. Each kit has a round one and a square one. Let me see if I can bring them up like that. See, well, you can't see them that good that way, can you? But these are awesome, and I love these. But since they matched, I went ahead and put one of each in each kit. And the only thing different in the other kit and this one is some of the little rolled roses are peach. And these little applique flowers are different. Each one has this blue sequin trim. And it's got an iridescent hue on it. It's really pretty. And there it is. You've got the little applique flowers like this, and the other one has peach flowers instead of blue. You've got this one. The other one has the same exact flower in the other one, just like that. There are some, let me put this down. There are quite a few of these little ribbon bows in here. Now, the other one has a peach colored bow. You have the rolled roses in white and blue in this one, and you've got different shades and different shapes, I should say, of flowers. Let me put the bows down so you can see the flowers. Because there's different shapes of flowers, there's different colors, different shades of blue. There's darker blues, medium, light, blue jean color. There's some little tiny ones, but you get all of those. And the bows, and the appliques, and those cute little tiny cobalt blue glass bottles in square. And what I'm doing is I'm putting one on one side of the bigger appliques and the other on the other side so they don't clang. But this kind of keeps the little bottles protected. I was afraid to try to put them in with anything else, afraid they may get broken. So, and I'll probably wrap those up in a little bit of tissue too before I actually send them off, because those are really super cool and they're pretty durable. When I received them, they weren't wrapped at all. I got like 5 of each, and they were just in Ziploc bags all together, so they're pretty durable. Okay, that's that clamshell. This clamshell has beads in it. And this one has the regular pale blue beads and the drop pale blue beads. The pearl drops. And then there's some of this bling strand in there as well. So that is in that little clamshell. Let me see if I can get it back in here. This one's tricky because it wants to go everywhere. And now the fabric is different in each one of the kits. This one is all blue and shades of blue with a little bit of like red. But I did include a couple ribbons that have the same color as the paper collection. So, you know, if you wanted some kind of contrast on the page or whatever in your journal, you would have something to do that with. Like this ribbon here, it matches perfectly. And so I put that one in there as well. The fabric that comes with this is, I thought this looked like coral. And I thought it was so neat. And this is a pretty good size it's like almost placemat size. It's 17 by 13, a little over 13, and it's the canvas are upholstery type fabric. But the neat thing about this is it's reversible. You could actually use it on the dark blue with the white coral. But I thought that would make such a pretty cover for a journal, and it looks really super good with the paper collection in this kit. So we have that, and then I have this, one of the half doilies in here in the beige. Oh, well, it's off-white, but it goes with it. See, it goes with it. And then I have this other fabric, has lighthouses on it, and starfish and anchors and the compass and stuff. I thought this was super cute. Now this is folded in half, so you get twice as much, but this is the one with the lighthouse and the starfish and seahorses and anchors and stuff, and that comes with it, and it's got that corally color in there too. Of course, you know, I don't feel like you could do a sea or beach theme without a cork, so I put a couple corks in there. I don't know where to start with all the laces and trims. This was supposed to be clipped on something, and it's supposed to be clipped on this. I got to put the clip back together. This is the tassel trim. I'll fix that. It's a little seahorse clothespin. This is some of the tassel trim that comes with it in blue. The other one has a peach and white, and I will show you that here in just a minute. So we got that in blue. I've got some of this lace here. It's just a ruffled lace in like a it's kind of like a country blue, I would say. Got that. This really pretty lace here. All of the laces, none of them are shorter than 12 inches except for one little, well, two pieces, but they're together. So it's kind of like I put 12 inches and 12 inches together. But anyway, I'll show you that here in a minute. This is a real pretty piece, and this one is like 23 inches. So most of them I cut 18 inches or more, depending on how much I had of it that I could split among both the kits. So that. Now the sari in the other one is different. This is a cobalt blue sari, piece of sari that you get with it, and it's a yard long. You get that. This is a cobalt blue organza. Get a yard of that. There's this real pretty navy gathered lace that I thought was real pretty. You get a yard of that. I had this rope trim with the gold and the blue, and you get a yard of that. This is some really cool stuff. I like using it for pockets because you can take the holes and you can weave ribbon in between the holes. My grandmother made a whole yardstick hanger out of this stuff one time, and she took yarn and wove it between the holes and then sewed it, two of them together, and made a long thing for a yardstick. And I forget how much is here, but I had it in this real pretty blue that looked good with it, so I put some of that in there. I got to get another rubber band. There's some blue gimp. You get a yard of that. This is a woven trim that's navy blue and a beige. You get some of that. Some of the, I packed these quite a while ago, so I don't remember exactly how much of everything is in here. But I did add to it here recently, so some of them I do know. I think there's at least 20 inches of this. This is a gathered candle wicking in like a country blue color. This one just has all different shades of blue. And now you don't have to use it with this collection. You can use these with any collection. There's another graphic 45 collection in these colors that's cooking, I think. Some kind of baking or cooking. Here's a Venice trim. You get a yard of that. And this is a crocheted gathered trim. You get it. I don't remember how much of that's there. You get that. It's a pretty good bit. Here is another real pretty. This is, I believe this is one of the vintage trims I put in. This one's really cool. There's a blue one almost just like it, but I don't, yep, here it is here. It's similar. It's not exactly like it, but it's similar. But it is so pretty. It's a navy blue. Wait a minute, I want something to put in behind that, because that's got, yeah, now you can see the holes in it. Isn't that cool? That is so pretty. But that and that kind of go together. This is an eyelet in a country blue color, an eyelet in a light blue color, and this one is the flat one. And we got some more. That sorry's getting little strings everywhere. Here's another one that's really unusual. It's really pretty. It's got a little shimmer on it. I really like that one. Here's another crocheted that is flat. Crocheted trim. And now everything you see here is coming with this kit. It's all included. Here's another Venice trim. And another smaller Venice trim. This one has the little ball. It kind of looks like flowers. If you turn it up like this, it looks like little flowers. So you could use it either way. And the small trims are the ones we use a lot. Here's another small trim that's a Venice trim. This one's really soft and it's really pretty. It's got little flowers with dangles, like it's a little small dangle trim. And you get some baker's twine in the navy and white and the light blue and white. I also put this, and this is a vintage embroidered floss. There's this trim here that's like a crocheted trim, but it's got sequins on it, iridescent sequins. And they sparkle. Sparkle. Sparkle, sparkle. So you get that. Here's a Venice trim with some little dangles on it. This is one of my favorites. I love this trim here. It's real pretty to make flowers out of too. One of my favorites to make flowers out of. So you get some of that. Here's a very small Venice. Let me see if I can get this out without taking the rubber band off. This one's so hard to keep together because it's so small, but I guess not. All right, here we go. It's a little tiny Venice. I can't find my big light that I had, my big ring light that I had before when I was at the other house. So that is one reason why my light is a little dark, y'all. I think it got put in storage by accident. This is a double lace with blue with a cream on top, and it's got such a pretty shimmer to it. It is so pretty. There's like 18 inches of that. These three are the ones that are only 12 inches, and it's only because I didn't have that much, and I wanted to share it with both kits, so both kits had the same stuff. So we have this little tiny one here. Oh, that's the back side. My fingers aren't working right tonight. You got this one in a real light blue color. And then these two, one of them's a deep dark navy and one's like just a dark royal. This one's the dark royal, and then this one is the deep navy. But that's the only ones that are like 12 inches. They may be just a little bit shorter. I didn't have a whole lot, but I wanted to share them with both kids, so I just cut it in half what I had, and it's approximately 12, but those are the shortest ones in the whole kit. Most of them are 18 inches or a yard. There are a few that's, well, these are the few that's like 12 inches or smaller, those three there. Here is a grosgrain in navy blue. I put a bunch of, like ribbons. This one's real pretty. It's got the navy blue center, and now that's like sewn in. It's not woven, but it's sewn like that. And it's got a pretty little shimmer to it. There's a yard of this one. Here's another gathered eyelet that's real tiny. And here is a fabric ribbon that is navy with polka dots. I love fabric ribbon. I like to use it to die cut my flowers out of because it's stiffer and it holds the shape of the flowers. As a matter of fact, here's another fabric ribbon, like a floral ribbon. This one's like a country blue. And I put a pretty good bit in there. There might even be 2 yards of that one. This is one of the trims that you put between the pages. It's got the little tiny crocheted edge on it that's real dainty looking. That's got the ribbon on it so you can put it in between the pages and let that little crocheted edge stick out. There is some organza in a medium blue. There is organza in a navy blue, and those are the same size. Here is a jute in like a country, it's kind of medium blue, blue jean blue. Here's a little trim that I thought was so pretty, and it went so well that I had to put some in. Now this one may be about 12 or 14 inches, if I can get it undone here. I may not. Come on. Okay, well, I'm just going to have to show you right here. It's real pretty. It's like a crocheted trim that's got blue with the cream, and it's really pretty. Here is a satin ribbon in a medium blue, and you got a rickrack in a medium blue. This is a rickrack with dark blue and a cream on it. It's got both colors. This is a striped blue, navy blue and cream. This one's another one that's a little bit shorter. I didn't have that much. It's a braided type trim. And I put 2 yards of this navy blue jute in here because I had more of that. Here is a little bit wider organza in a medium blue. It's wider than the other one. I had some dyed gauze that I dyed, and I put a piece of the blue in here in case you wanted to use that in your little clusters or on the pages or whatever. Here's a grosgrain in a medium, it's almost like a periwinkle. It's like in between medium and light. And then there's this lace here that is, it's got the navy blue band in behind that's really pretty. Got that. There is this embroidered trim in here, and there's like a little over a yard of that, I do believe. I put some doilies in here. You know, with a journal, we have to have our doilies. There's 1, 2, and these are white, cream, off-white, and ecru. So you got those. I put this eyelash I found at a different time, and it is a light blue with a silver in it. So I thought that was really pretty, and I think there's like 3 or 4 yards there. This is another piece of fabric, and this is like the Waverly fabric. It's got that sheen on it. It's really pretty. It went really nice with the suitcase and everything. And you'll get a nice piece of that. There are some vintage buttons on a card in here. And these are clear with a little silver in it. I had a couple packs of these, so I put 1 pack in each kit. These are bead caps in silver and the little silver beads. And these are vintage packs of bead caps. Don't have a date on it, but these are pretty old. I think the price on them was like 75 cents or something. It was cheap. Also, I've got a piece of this lace here in the light blue with the flowers. Now, you can cut the flowers out and use those individually as appliques, or you could use the lace. There's also a piece of this real dark, real wide lace in here that is gorgeous. I think that's the back. Nope. I think that's the back. I don't know. One side's the back and one side's the front. How about that? So you got that. I had a piece of this mesh left in blue. I think this is so dainty looking and so pretty. So I put a piece in there. It's half a yard. Each kit has half a yard of that. And then there is this fabric here that has, I thought it looked like seaweed myself. And that's why I put it in here. Because I thought it just kind of looked like seaweed. But it's kind of like a grassy, beachy looking grass. And that's a pretty good piece in there too. I think it's like half of a fat quarter. But it's got a little bit of a sheen as well. And the inside of this suitcase looks like this. And then the outside, you have that on the bottom. All the way around, looks like that. So, anyway, that is everything in the blue, shades of blue themed kit. And if you give me a minute to put all this back together, I will come back and show you what is in the peach kit that's a little bit different. Now, hopefully I won't have to pull everything out in that one and show, because it's mostly the same, just different color, like the gimp is white, or the lace is peach or coral. You know, it's not too much different, but it is a little bit different, and I do want you to know what you're getting before you get it. So give me just a minute, a brief intermission. It'll seem brief to you, but it'll take me a minute, and I'll be right back. Okay, intermission's over, I'm back. Okay, now, like I said, this one is basically the same, just a little bit of color variation in a few things. It's got the same amount of everything. The eyelash trim in this one has the light blue with silver, the variegated light and dark blue, light blue, and instead of white, it's got this peachy coral color that goes with the kit and everything, and the blue. In the paper things, the only thing that's really different, let's see, the doilies are a little bit different. Instead of, it's got a couple peach colored little doilies, and it's got the blue and the white like the other one, and this one has silver, 3 of each one. So that's a little bit different. Let me try to get this back in here in the fry bag. The glassine bags are the same. This one has Oh So Lovely and a blue flag and a peach circle instead of the other one, but it's got the gold anchor, the arrow, and the gold hearts like that. That's the 3-fold card. This one has peach bling adhesive instead of the blue. It's got that glittery stuff, but instead of the blue one, this one has a peach. Now, this one doesn't have the adhesive back, but everything else in here is the same. It's got the glue, the real shimmery plastic die-cuttable piece there. I don't know what that's called, but it's really neat. And it's got, the picks are in a different place. This one has peach and blue picks and the little heart-shaped picks. but the rest of the bling is the same on this one. The little pack with the mermaid paper clips and everything is in this bag. It's got the same thing, they're just in different little spots here and there. When I was packing them up, I packed one up and then the other, so I may have forgot where I put one. There's your mermaid tag. This one, the die cuts are a little bit different. Like I said, it's the same amount. There's the ticket tags. These are just a little bit different. This one has a seahorse, a little fish, this shell instead of the clam shell, a whale. This one has an anchor as well. It's just a little bit different. A mermaid again, a starfish, and this one has a little boat, another mermaid, and an anchor. So that's the different die cuts in this one. And then the cards are different because I didn't have two of the same cards. This one is like a watercolor with sailboats. Wishing you all kinds of wonderful things, not just for your birthday, but always. That one's got a neat texture to it. This is Lighthouses of Door County. It's got lighthouses on it, and it's a postcard. It does have the same little card here. That's the same. These are the longer picks, and this one has a coral one instead of all blue. It's got a peachy coral colored one. That's the only thing that's different there. It's got the same sequins mix, the same little tags. The suitcase is the same, except for I used the coral colored tissue, and the clay pieces might be just a hair different. Same amount, just a little bit different. It's got the same glass, sea glass, and everything. The dyed papers and the corrugated board is the same. The journaling cards are a little bit different. I tried to put the ones with more of the coral color in this kit. You are my anchor. So that's a little bit different. The papers are the same. The library pocket, all of this is the same. The acetate, the little vintage notepads and everything. These stickers are the same. This has a coral colored library card instead of the blue, and the cards and everything are the same inside. So that's the same. The washi tape is exactly the same in this one. Same exact washi tape with the peach and blues. What is this? Same papers. All the papers are the same. I just cut them in half. The index cards are the same. And the little cards you stick over the top. The glassine bags are the same. The notes, the guest checks, that's the same. The tickets are the same. Journaling paper. Okay, everything else in here is exactly the same. So let me stick this back in here for a minute, because the main thing that's different is the laces and trims. I put more peaches and coral colors that match the collection with this one, rather than going with the all different shades of blue. I'm gonna set that over there for a minute. So the suitcase is different. This one's got the coral shells and the coral all the way around, and this one has silver metallic instead of gold metallic. So we got that. And I will probably put rubber bands around this to hold it, help hold it closed, because I've got it very, very stuffed, very tight. The wallpapers are exactly the same in that bag. Inside of this one, I have peach and blue flowers instead of all blue. And here is peach beads and peach hairpins. The little cabochon pieces are coral, and it's got there's the little anchor. There's a couple of those anchor charms. There's the peachy coral colored fabric button cover things there that you could glue onto the hairpins. But all of that is basically the same, just with a little bit of coral tossed in. The beads are a little bit different colors. There's some peachy colored ones in here, like this. And there's also the pale blue beads in there. So that's a little bit different. In here, the main difference are the rolled roses, and the bows are in peach. It's got the two little cobalt blue bottles in there, the little glass bottles. There's some of the rolled roses and ribbon roses and stuff. There's one of the little bottles there. So you got all your treasures in your clam when you open it. The sari is a blue and coral color. Look how pretty that matches. The fabric is different. There's your corks. Oh, both of them have a shell in them. I don't remember showing you the other shell, but it's got one. The fabrics in this, these are more of the upholstery fabrics. And this one I thought went really well with the suitcase and the paper collection as well. Got this one. And we have this one here that also matched really pretty. And I thought that one kind of looked like sea stuff, corals and stuff. And then you got this one with the coral and the blues and the beiges that matched real well. So you got those. Here is a half peach doily. It's got all the same blue jute and the ribbon, the rope cord. You've got some of this. This is the velvet coral colored ribbon. The satin ribbon is the coral peach color. It's got some of this peachy color trim. It's got the same one here as the other. The tassel trim is peach in this one and white instead of the blue. And it's got the same vintage bead caps and pearls. And everything else is pretty much exactly the same. You've got this little coral and navy blue piece. It's got all the Venice trims. It's got the rickracs, the same. The, the baker's twine is peach and blue. And the vintage button card is different on this one. These are vintage buttons that have little peachy colored things inside of them. They're really cool, but I thought those matched better with this kit. And I believe that's really the only different in this one. It's got substituted coral for like some of the ribbons and trims, but other than that, everything else is the same. So that is this kit. And what I'm going to do is I would like to have like a silent auction. And what you're going to do is I am going to put my email in the description box. And I want you to send me your best offer of what you would like to pay for this kit. So it's kind of like an offer up. But instead of putting it in the chat, I want you to either email me or send me a Facebook message on which one you would like, either the peach or the blue set, and how much you would be willing to pay. And the person with the highest offer will be the one to get it. Now, when you make your offer, your price will not include shipping cost. And I have not figured shipping on these yet. I can do that and let y'all know, but it should fit in a medium priority box. I should be able to get everything in that for one kit. So I have 2 kits available, and we're gonna do like a silent offer up. You're gonna email me or Facebook me how much you would like to offer for this one of these kits if you are interested, and you let me know, and the 2 people with the highest offer will win. And I'm going to take offers until Monday evening, because today is Thursday night. I will take offers until Monday evening, and then if they have sold, I will put sold on the video. I will put it in the description box, which if one sells. If not, after Monday night, you may still make an offer. But y'all let me know. I was really torn on how much to charge for these, because I have seen how much some of the kits are going for now, and I know they're pricey. And y'all know I usually give y'all a pretty good deal, but at the same time, there's a lot of stuff in here, so I want to let y'all pick how much you would be willing to pay for it. So y'all send me an offer by email or Facebook. I'm going to keep a list, and Monday we will see who has the highest offer. So thank y'all for watching, and I will be back soon, hopefully sometime this weekend, with another video. I want to do the crepe paper video, showing y'all things to make with your crepe paper kits that you got. And don't forget about the challenge, the scoop challenge. Go check that video out. I will actually put a little thing at the top if I can remember how to do that. If not, it's the previous video to this one. So if I don't figure out how to do that again, it's been so long. But I'm going to be back more often. We're going to start doing more fun things. I can't wait to see what y'all do with the scoop challenge, and can't wait to hear about who wants these kits. Don't forget to let me know if you want peach or if you want blue. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a crafty day, and I'll see you real soon. Bye for now.